The really big thing is hacking human beings. To hack human beings, you need a lot of biological knowledge, a lot of computing power, and especially a lot of data. If you have enough data about me and enough computing power and biological knowledge, you can hack my body, my brain, my life. You can reach a point when you know me better than I know myself. And once you reach that point, and we are very close to that point, then democracy, the free market as we have, and actually all political systems, also authoritarian regimes, we have no idea what happens once you pass that point.
Silent Weapons. Quiet Wars is a controversial document that allegedly outlines a plan to control the masses through manipulation of industry, education, politics, media, and other aspects of society. It claims that the Third World War began in the 1950s as a quiet war with silent weapons that target the natural and social energy and the physical, mental, and emotional strengths and weaknesses of the people. Some sources say that the document was found by accident in 1986 by an employee of Boeing Aircraft, who bought a surplus IBM copier for scrap parts and discovered the manual inside. Others say that the document was assembled from multiple sources by someone who wanted to expose the hidden agenda of the elite. The origin and authenticity of the document are still disputed, and some critics regard it as a hoax or a conspiracy theory. The document contains an introductory description of the Quiet War, its strategies and its weaponry, which include economic, psychological, biological, and technological methods of influencing and controlling human behavior. It also contains charts and diagrams that illustrate the concepts and methods of the silent weapons system.
Now, in the past, many tyrants and governments wanted to do it, but nobody understood biology well enough, and nobody had enough computing power and data to hack millions of people. Neither the Gestapo nor the KGB could do it. But soon, at least some corporations and governments will be able to systematically hack all the people. We humans should get used to the idea that we are no longer mysterious souls. We are now hackable animals.
The Quiet War Introduction. Factor 1. As in every social system approach, stability is achieved only by understanding and accounting for human nature, action-reaction patterns. A failure to do so can be, and usually is, disastrous. Factor 2. As in nature, politics, economics, and social events, the human system is essential nonlinear, that is, chaos. The problem of the silent weapon system is not only to make the system nonlinear, but to make it more nonlinear than any competing system. Factor 3. The silent weapon system is a means of control. It shoots situations instead of bullets, propelled by data processing instead of chemical reaction, explosion, originating from bits of data instead of grains of gunpowder, from a computer instead of a gun, operated by a computer programmer instead of a marksman, under the orders of a banking magnate instead of a military general. Factor 4. The silent weapon system is a type of biological warfare. It attacks the vitality, options, and mobility of the individuals of a society by knowing, understanding, manipulating, and attacking their sources of natural and social energy, and their physical, mental, and emotional strengths and weaknesses. Factor 5. The silent weapon system is a means of economic conquest. It subverts the economy and transfers the wealth from the hands of the public to those of the power elite. It also creates artificial scarcity and insecurity to exploit the fears and anxieties of the masses. Factor 6. The silent weapon system is a means of social engineering. It shapes the opinions, attitudes, and values of the public through mass media, education, entertainment, and other forms of cultural indoctrination. It also creates artificial divisions and conflicts among the people to prevent them from uniting against the common enemy. Factor 7. The silent weapon system is a means of political domination. It controls the political processes and outcomes through campaign financing, lobbying, legislation, regulation, and judicial decisions. It also infiltrates and subverts the institutions and organizations that are supposed to serve and protect the public interest. Factor 8. The silent weapon system is a means of psychological warfare. It manipulates the emotions, motivations, and behaviors of the people through fear, guilt, shame, anger, hate, envy, greed, and other negative stimuli. It also creates artificial problems and crises to distract and confuse the people from the real issues and solutions. Factor 9. The silent weapon system is a means of spiritual warfare. It undermines the faith, hope, and love of the people by destroying their moral values, ethical principles, and spiritual beliefs. It also creates artificial idols and false gods to deceive and seduce the people from the truth and the light. Factor X. The silent weapon system is a means of genocide. It kills the people slowly and silently by depriving them of their natural and social resources, by poisoning their environment and food, by spreading diseases and pandemics, by inducing wars and conflicts, and by promoting suicide and euthanasia.
Data might enable human elites to do something even more radical than just build digital dictatorships. By hacking organisms, elites may gain the power to re-engineer the future of life itself. Because once you can hack something, you can usually also engineer it. And if indeed we succeed in hacking and engineering life, this will be not just the greatest revolution in the history of humanity. This will be the greatest revolution in biology since the very beginning of life 4 billion years ago. For 4 billion years, nothing fundamental changed in the basic rules of the game of life. All of life, for 4 billion years, dinosaurs, amoebas, tomatoes, humans, all of life was subject to the laws of natural selection and to the laws of organic biochemistry. But this is now about to change. Science is replacing evolution by natural selection with evolution by intelligent design. Not the intelligent design of some god above the clouds, but our intelligent design and the intelligent design of our clouds, the IBM cloud, the Microsoft cloud. These are the new driving forces of evolution. And at the same time, science may enable life, after being confined for 4 billion years to the limited realm of organic compounds, science may enable life to break out into the inorganic realm. So after 4 billion years of organic life shaped by natural selection, we are entering the era of inorganic life shaped by intelligent design.